All you need to loosen these turnbuckles is a wrench. Just something to loosen this keeper nut here. Get it turned, be finger tight, and then give your turnbuckle a turn so that you can do it by hand. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now with your turnbuckles loose, you're going to take these snap pins out. They simply fold up, pull out. That's it. This pin's also pretty self-explanatory. You're going to need to loosen the center link before you take the pin out. Doesn't have to be very loose, just loose enough so there's some slack on the pin. Okay, pull the cotter key out. Keeper pin comes out. And I keep my keeper pins right in the implement. Where the 3-point hitch arm's attached, just needs to be pushed off the pin on the inside. I usually give it a kick. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now all that there is left to do is to disconnect our drive shaft. Up here there's a quick release pin. Let me show you. This is the quick release pin right here. You just take the pin and push it in, and the drive shaft slides right off. There we have it. Now with the drive shaft off, you're going to want to make sure that you don't let it go and just fall down into the mud. You're going to want to go and chain it up. I have a little clip on here, right here, that I use to chain this up and keep it up out of the dirt so it doesn't rust. There we have it. It is suspended. Alright guys, taking this 3-point hitch off is even easier than putting it on. Let's do first things first. Get the bucket down. Let's get this roll bar put up so I don't bang my head. Got the keys in hand right here. Roll bar up. Put the key on the pin. Put the pin through the hole. Roll bar's up. I can't go out without putting the roll bar down, and I don't have to worry about wrecking my garage door. Let's get down to business. Alright, now this is our center link right here. We're going to take that off first, just because it's easy and we want to get it out of the way. So we take the chain off the hook, pull this keeper pin right here out, pull the main pin out, put it back together, pin it, center link is done. Alright, we got these lug nuts broken loose, now we'll go ahead and take them out. Now we're going to tip the tire forward, let it fall onto the floor, and just roll it ahead, out of our way. Now to remove the hitch, we're just going to simply pull this pin out, and this pin here we're going to push from the other side. Now that we have the tire off, we're going to remove these pins. Fold it up, pull it out, and this simply slides off the lift hydraulics. We're going to repeat on the other side. I like to keep my snap pins or keeper pins, whichever you want to call it, right with a 3-point hitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and just thread it through the eyelet where the lift frame goes and snap it down. So that way there I have it when I need it. Alright, now it's time to pull the main pin that goes across out. Okay, as you pull this main pin out, all the pieces are going to be falling loose. So what you want to do is start it off just a little bit so you have something to grab on the outside edge here. You're going to want to hold up on your lift arm just a little bit and it'll slide right out. And with that, your 3-point hitch is now loose. Now I like to keep my 3-point hitch all put together in the order that it's supposed to go on the tractor, so that way there it serves as a mental reminder for me on how it goes back on. So I'm going to lay it out here just the way it's supposed to go and put the pins back through right where I need them to be. Time to put this back on the shelf. Now the 3-point hitch taken off, it's time to put the wheel back on. Lift it up, set it on the hub, rotate it into place to find your holes for your lug nuts or bolts. Make sure you don't cross thread them. Now we're going to lower the tractor back down and double check these lug nuts, make sure they're the proper tightness. Alright, that's it. 3-point hitch is off, tires back on, we're good to go. Now let's go get the backhoe put back on this machine. Our first order of business is hooking these hydraulic lines back up to the tractor. Okay, we got them both hooked back up to the tractor and to the backhoe. Now we're going to go ahead and fire the tractor up and move the backhoe around. Now using the hydraulics for the backhoe, we need to get this notch here onto this pin here on both sides. I had that 3-point hitch on the tractor because I was getting a new implement. I got the implement, it ran great. I'm not telling you what it is because there's something I want to do to it, and it's going to be a project. And it's going to be a project that's coming up pretty soon here. So, I hope to see you soon on one of my next jobs, projects, videos, episodes, whatever you want to call it. I've had fun. I'm glad you came along. I hope to see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.